Here we are, Juan.
Of course, if you gave me the chance to be born with two legs, I will take it. And that's the reality again. But I have to say that I am very lucky to live the life I live. I have a great girlfriend, I have a great family, I have a lot of great friends. I'm playing golf full time, so there's some more challenges day by day, but the life I do live by sharing my experience, but by doing a lot of things related at this point with my disability, like have two legs. But I have this, and my life is really a whole life. I do everything I want, and I just love the way I live. They didn't know it because I'm 27 now. At that time, the technology was not as nowadays. So actually, when I was born, the doctor gave me to my mother. He said to her, this is not good. And then the doctor took me again and saw that I had a disability. But the way they teach me in life was really good. They were brave. They tried to find solutions at the same time. They didn't want me to be that way all my life. That unfortunately it has been like that. But their intention was to be able to walk with two legs. It was not possible. But they really taught me how to live with one. They really let me make my own mistakes. They didn't overprotect me. I think that was very brave of them. And the way they wanted to do it was through sport. I've been swimming for a long time. I love playing football. I was sailing for a long time also. They wanted to taught me life about sport, about how competitive you have to be able to make your own life. Because every day is quite a little competition for us. I was lucky to get into golf because my grandfather started playing golf when I was 11, 12 years old. He took me to play with him golf, and I really loved the sport. Before golf, I had the chance to practice many others at a high level. And golf was the only one that you could really play against, and we could play together. The disability didn't count on that sport, so I think that really get on the game a lot for me. First year I was 36 handicapper, then was down to 18 in 1 year, then to 9 the next year, then to 4, and then to scratch. I started playing golf with my prosthetic on my right leg. At what point I had to decide, due to some operations, that I couldn't use it again. But my swing was always quite natural. I learned by seeing. I think it was some natural. We have worked on, obviously, strengthening my body to be able to hit farther and to be more stable. But the mechanics on the swing, we don't really touch them a lot. But we are based on the ball flight, the sound of the ball, much more old school. Obviously, when I need to find some numbers, I use TrackMan, I use every single technology, but we try to be quite old school at every single situation. I really enjoy practicing, really love being around the golf course. I love doing this, and that's why I put so much effort on it. And I think that's why my level to now has been so fast and so good. I really feel that I have worked a lot to make G4D be on this stage. I've been involved with the European Disabled Golf Association from 10, 12 years ago, and we have worked a lot together. We have reached a level that now we can showcase that disabled players are really competitive. We play on tour venues every single week, and we score very well. We have our world #1, which is Keith Popper. The level is so high, and I think the E40 Tour has to keep growing. That's the pathway we have to follow. We need to keep growing, get more players into the game, and get the best players to be able to play these events. We have to differentiate sometimes between social golf and competitive golf. And we're talking about competition right here. We're talking about great golf players, that they have a disability. But first of all, they are golf players and elite golf players. So we can't forget that sometimes, and sometimes we do. This week you can see from back injuries to missed limbs. I mean, there's a lot of different things and big disadvantages in life. But the reality is that when we are out of the golf course, we don't see our disabilities so big as we see them outside. I think we feel free and we feel complete on the golf course. Short term for the season, I didn't have any won last year, so I want to change that. I hope I can do that tomorrow. And I would like to win the Order of Merit for the E40 this year. I won't play next event, which is in Singapore, because I want to rest a little bit, but the rest of the events I will be ready to make a few good results. And long term basically is get to the Paralympics. I think to any athlete, the biggest dream is to represent their country on the Paralympics, and that's where I think I could end my career. Like, I need to get there to be able to say I'm finished, you know. So that will be my biggest dream long term.